During the interview with Gail King, Megan Thee Stallion was asked about her relationship with Tory Lanez. Why was she asked that? Well, she was shot by him.
You can't say that.
Sir, you can't
Is he
say
allowed
that.
to say
I'll
that?
say it louder.
Apparently, they went to a party, maybe Kylie Jenner's party, something like that. After they had left the party, they were in a vehicle. It was reportedly Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion, Megan Thee Stallion's friend, and a bodyguard. Some shots end up being fired. Megan Thee Stallion's hit in the foot. Tory Lanez is in jail. Prior to him being in jail, Megan Thee Stallion had an interview with Gail King. Gail King wanted to know what the relationship was between Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. How did she end up in that car? Why is she in the car with Tory Lanez? And what was the possible motive for him shooting her? So she asked him about their relationship. And this is what Megan had to say.
That. And
Did you have an intimate relationship with him?
like sexual?
Yeah. Megan, did you have a sexual relationship with Tory Lanez? Yes, that's my question.
I didn't have a sexual relationship with Tory.
So why do you think he's putting out the story that the two of you had a relationship and that you're making the whole thing up?
I think that he is trying to deflect from the fact that he committed a crime.
Tory Lanez pleaded not guilty to assault and weapons charges related.
Tory Lanez said they fucked. Megan Thee Stallion said that they didn't. This is a college-educated woman. Gail King asked her a direct question. Did you and Tory Lanez have an intimate relationship? And she said, like sex? Yes, like sex. You have a bachelor's degree. You know what intimate means. I don't know why you're pretending that you don't know what's going on. So at the time of the interview, prior to the trial, she said they did not have a sexual relationship and that Tory was trying to deflect. I'm not entirely sure what he was deflecting from. He maintained the fact that he was innocent, and he said that you guys had a relationship, at least a sexual relationship, if not anything more than that. Now, in 2024, Megan Thee Stallion has changed the tune of what she's saying their relationship was. She has a documentary coming out, and I'm not entirely sure all of the details. But one of the things that I do know is that she's backtracking on things that she said in that interview.
Yes, bitch, I lied to Gail King, bitch. First of all, I didn't know that bitch was even gonna ask me about that shit. Bitch, I always want to talk about this shooting. Why'd you ask me about fucking Tory? That's not what this is about. Even if I was, I fucked this nigga like once, maybe twice on a drunk night. Bitch, you kept catching me out of my fucking mind.
She went from not having any sexual relationship with him to fucking him once, maybe twice. Oh, and she was drunk. There's an issue with this. It's not the fact that she had sex with him. It's that you were asked a direct question. You wanted to come on and do an interview and talk about the situation between you and Tory. Gail is trying to gauge what the relationship between you and him is and what there could be possibly be as a motive for why he would be angry enough to shoot you. We need to know what kind of relationship you guys have that led up to this moment. You said that he wanted to deflect, but you deflected. You completely lied. Not that you have to disclose your sexual history, right? You're a public figure. You probably don't want everybody knowing each person that you have an intimate moment with. Understandable. But you came up here to talk about the situation. So let's talk. I'm an interviewer. I'm a journalist. And you're the person that I'm interviewing. And I'd like to get all of the details. What makes this even more egregious is now we don't know which parts of your story to believe. Do we believe the fact that you guys didn't have an intimate relationship? No, we don't believe that anymore because you're telling us now. Do we believe that you guys only had sex 1 or 2 times? We don't know. Maybe you'll come out later and say, hey, it was more than that. We were in a relationship. Do we believe that he was taking advantage of you? If he is, that's absolutely unfortunate. And that's not something that you should do. We know what the law says. You don't have sex with women, regardless of if you're drunk and they're drunk. If they're drunk, there's a word for that. But we don't know which part to believe, Megan, because your story is one thing at one time and another thing at another time when it benefits you. In the eyes of the public, you did not want to say what level of relationship or what type of relationship that you guys had because it wasn't going to reflect, quote unquote, reflect good on you. It wasn't going to reflect bad on you. You're an adult. He's an adult. You guys are allowed to have sex. You guys are allowed to engage in intimate moments. But the narrative is that you are upset about his relationship with you and another sexual relationship with your friend. So in that time, it wasn't a good light for you to admit that you guys had an intimate relationship. But that is exactly what it was, according to you, now, years later. So what other things could you possibly have lied about because they weren't going to look favorably upon you? That's the question. That's why this is the issue. But that's just how I feel about it. You guys might feel different. If you like the video, like the video. Subscribe to meet me back here for the next conversation. And if you have thoughts, let the world know. This is the place for discourse. Till next time. Peace.